streams. Brother Sean, have to share it. Miss Hannah, could you send it to you and see if you have to share it? Okay. Sure. Now I let you all get nice and comfortable, but I need to just talk about a couple. Anybody else need Wi-Fi? Yes. Okay. It's on the extension, first floor, 1. Two, 4, 2. 356 3831 242. No, that's all. What's that? 356 3831. Check 1, 2. Just an audio check as we kick off. We good? All right. Yes? Woo! Ah. Oh, happy day, right? I can hear me, so that means someone out there can hear me too. I'm ready. I'm ready. All right, it's showtime. A wonderful afternoon to you, the brilliant people who have gathered together to celebrate amazing. The amazing that has been locked up and has been silent up until this point. The amazing that has been locked up in your children who have now become my children as well. As we walked through the past 2 weeks of summer podcast camp, I was blessed to be touched by the gift that is these children. And tonight, we know we don't have a lot of time, so we're going to dive in, but we want to show you what faith in God and what understanding of the gift that is within you will produce if we just give it a little bit of nourishment, a little bit of watering. And what we did was we just took what you already invested and poured a little water on it. And we are happy to say tonight that we want to share with you the beginning of the blossom of bright futures. Bright futures in Shemaiah, in Symphony, and Sierra. Tonight is not just a gathering of a few people. This is a moment. This is a moment that will mark their lives, that they will look back on, and they will remember when God prepared them for many moments ahead. With that in mind, we want to take the time just to say thank you, God, with a round of applause to God, because it's only by Him that we are here today. And we say thank you, Lord. Now, to further that thought and to get into the show, truly, we know we have a short time. I invite Shemaiah, Symphony, and Sierra to stand with me as Shemaiah leads us in prayer. Come on, ladies. Like the session, right? They just know it's all about them tonight. All right, stand up. Yes. Shemaiah, can you do this, please?
Hands together on this verse. Lord, thank you for bringing us here safely, and thank you for being with us our whole life. Don't let the devil get to us. Keep him down in the ground. Don't let any bad spirits go. The only spirit that should come is the Holy Ghost. And that Holy Ghost should stay with us, guide and bear with us as birth. And please stay with us until, even if we die, please stay with us in heaven. Lord, thank you for putting food on the table, clothes on our body, and shoes on our feet. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen. Thank you, my sister. Thank you. Let's thank her for sharing and covering us in prayer today. Let's put our hands together for Shemaiah. That's right. Now, as we said, because time is short and the podcasts are actually more lengthy than we thought. But not only are the podcasts lengthy, they are exciting, they are fun, they are educational, informative, and most of all, it is a reflection of the thoughts, the hearts, the passions, the wisdom of these young people. So we're going to be asking participation from one of two of you as we move along the program. So get ready, because you also are going to have your chance to spread your wings and be challenged to come up and try something new, just like our young people were. Now, during our podcast camp, we had to learn a lot of skills from scripting, writing, planning, organization, discovering what is your message, sharing thoughts. We had to learn about how to present on camera from the very beginning, 0 to 10 seconds. We have to set the energy. Am I correct? Right? Our posture. We had to learn equipment, all pieces of equipment. We had to learn how to create quality in podcasting and communication through video and see shortly. So the first exercise that we want to demonstrate to you is a very important part of not just podcasting, because podcasting was our lab, but it's what you learn in podcasting. And one of the things is interviewing. Being able to be a curiosity leader. You will hear in the world that people talk about thought leaders. Thought leaders make the millions and the billions because they're the ones who think ahead of others. These young ladies, over the past 2 weeks, have learned how to become curiosity leaders. So they will sit and they will ask questions based on how they want to be informed. But then they also think, what does my daddy want to know? What does Aunt Shona want to know? And they are now thinking ahead of what you will want to know, and they ask those questions. So without further ado, let's take our seats and let us demonstrate our interview skills in our short, we're going to make it short, panel discussion. Should I keep this possible? Or do this? Say this or just okay? You have a nice one. There you go. Starting with Sierra. I got you. Sierra, you will direct your question to whoever you want. My question is directed to, you can direct it to Symphony, to Shemaya, to myself. Feel free.
Yes, sir. My question is directed to Symphony. How do you feel about your podcast?
I feel great about my podcast.
Can you actually ask? That's it, yeah. Can I have that answer again? Actually, let's go from Sierra. And I'm doing this as a backup because the mic should be picking up, but let's just be safe. Thank you so much.
So this question was for Symphony. How do you feel about your podcast?
At first I was nervous, but now I'm getting used to it.
Who do you want to direct your question to?
I want to direct my question to Shemaya.
Let's hold the next day.
Why did you choose this topic?
My topic is called Don't Stop Believing, and I picked it because a lot of people stop because of bullying and people keep saying they can't do it. But I just wanted to tell you that you can do it. I would like to direct this question to Sierra. What is your topic and why?
I chose the topic of K-pop because I felt like I just knew a lot about it.
How many? So you chose K-pop, but would you like to share with our audience what were the other options when we did our discovery? You had the top 3. What were those options?
My top 3 options were animal safety and fashion, but I decided to go with K-pop.
Now, I'm sure our audience is wondering, K-pop, what? K-what? But hold fast, because when you understand the theory, the thoughts, and the heart behind the subject, I'm sure you'll be blessed. Would you like to add anything before we show where you started in the beginning? A video showing that, just a short one, and then we move on to your actual podcast. Would you like to share anything about your experience before we move on? Ready, set, go? All right, well, I got one more thing to say. We want our audience to do what? All ready? Don't stop. Ready? So, audience, as you prepare to watch our podcast, we want to say to you 5, 6, 7, act. Oh, my goodness. All right, you all stand up. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you. All right, now, why I'm so proud of them right now is because, as anyone in communication knows, there's a difference when you present pre-recorded as opposed to when you present, for instance, live on a Zoom call, where we know that there are professionals that get lessons to learn how to speak and present even on a live Zoom. But what you saw just now was these young ladies not just having to articulate and think and ask and answer questions. They did it live and impromptu. And for that, I want us to give them another round of applause. Okay, Pastor Bobby will now play the video that speaks about In the Beginning. That's in the beginning? Okay. Symphony, you are here. Say that from the top. Okay. And what is your name? Symphony, how old are you? Symphony, you are here at Future Ready Podcast Summer Camp. Now, we have had our introduction on podcasting. What do you think you may enjoy the most, or what do you think may be most difficult or hard, or just require some more work?
What I think I would enjoy the most is the fun and due to my liking, and what I think would be hardest is whether podcasting.
Are you happy to be here today?
Yes, Mom, I'm happy, but I'm also scared.
And this is day one of Future Ready Summer Podcast. Can you tell us your name, please? Hello, Shemaya Moxie, 9-year-old. What is something or some things you think you will enjoy the most, or some things you think may actually be difficult comes to you when you think about either speaking into a mic or speaking in public?
So I feel happy but kind of scared because I don't know what I'm gonna mess up.
Thank you for that very honest answer. First of all, welcome. Can you please tell us your name and your age and your grade level?
My name is Sierra Moxie. I'm 14 years old and I'm going in grade 10.
What part of podcasting, based on everything we've spoken about in our learning session, do you think will be most enjoyable for you? And what part do you think will actually require you to buckle up and learn? Because it just may come across a little bit more difficult.
I think that the filming and the speaking from my heart will be the most fun. And I think the part where I have to put in the work will be focusing on my speech.
Sierra, why do you think it would be important for you to produce a podcast?
I think it would be important for me because it would help me clear up my head and speak from my heart and just say what's on my mind.
Breathe in.
Yes, it is. I do want to become a K-pop artist, but I might not do it the whole time. I might just do it for the experience. Yes, that is correct.
I would have one question to say about your talk. Isn't that a song? That's a really nice song if you don't mind.
And just hold on to that seat. Why do you want to start a podcast? I also have another question for you. If you had to collab with any celebrity or singer, who would it be? Taylor Swift. Why do you pick Taylor Swift?
This was interesting. I love this conversation, and I think there's room for more of this, especially about the singers we picked and Taylor Swift and what is possible for Shemaya. All right, now give us some encouraging words about her future and what you hope for her podcast.
I wish you the best. That you have the best snacks of all
Sierra, and words about her future and her podcast.
I wish that your podcast will be very good, and I know that it will be very good because you are very creative and very so I just hope all of the best for you, all, and I hope that you find peace in your podcast, but can also find peace in what you're doing.
Clap it up. Clap it up, clap it up.
Talk about Symphonies podcast.
So, Symphony, do you like to
ask you a question. Who is Bob Ross? You don't know who Bob Ross is? I was just asking. Maybe people might not know.
Bob Ross is a famous painter. He's been around for some time. Most people would know him, but if you don't know him, you're probably going to be a psychopath, to be honest.
Until the next time, with more love, more jokes, and big dreams, we say goodbye for now to Symphony and to her very awesome interviewers, Shemaya and Sierra. Don't stop. All right, let's give it up for girls. All right, we're going to dive into our podcast now. All right, now it's time for us to display the compilation of work that has been done by these young ladies. And please remember, this is only a matter of days, and they have developed these skills. And the reason we show to you their beginning video is because we wanted you to see even the quietness of the voice, the body posture, and now have the ability to compare to their newly gained, improved, and elevated sense of confidence, because now they understand that what they have to say is extremely important. Before we run the podcast of Shemaya, I need a studio audience volunteer. We can't tell you exactly what I think. I'm looking at Samara, but do we have any singers in the house? No singers? Tell me, Shemaya, Daddy. Oh, Miss Moxie, good. We got a volunteer. Thanks. Okay, great. Sorry, y'all. I wanted to do this just. That's my assistant. Come, assistant. Thank you, madam. All right, now we're ready. Back on top, testimony. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Big ideas inside my head. You can do it. God said, reach up high and touch the blue. Ooh, everything you want is true. Don't stop believing in you. Show the world what it can do. God has something great in you. Don't stop believing in you. And don't stop believing. Podcast. So thankful.
Okay, let's move to the next one. Move to Inspire. We'll come back to Shemaya's. So sorry about that. Let's move to Symphonies. And we need a volunteer. Anybody? Artsy? Craftsy? Riverside Symphony. Okay, come Snar. Now, you're gonna follow along with Symphony as she demonstrates something very special. These are all the things you need. All right. Hi, there it is. Let our teacher show us the house. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Symphony.
Welcome to Inspire Podcast. Step by step, oh yes we can. From my heart to your hand, let's create our happy land. Welcome to Inspire Podcast. The craziest thing about being creative is I'm painting. No, I'm not actually a painter. I'm just in a picture thing. See? Now, Symphony Hunter. I'll be teaching you how to make things you can use around your home. Minimalistic, a bunch of cool stuff that you can use in your room. Clockwise, usage in your kitchen. Maybe to break your mom or something. And most likely, just for anything. For anything. Thing I would like to say is what inspires me is when I watch squishy videos. My goodness, make me just smile because I always wanted a squishy for so long. So I'll be teaching you how to make squishies also. And who inspires me, you ask? God inspired me, but also inspired me to paint. See this? This is not perfection. And you might say, this is not my final product. This is not my final product actually. I call this using this for Skylar, the great wall of China. Why my channel name is Inspired, and what inspired me? Inspired when you get information, and what information, just like shining your light. And what inspired me, you ask? When you see those squishy videos. Oh my goodness, those videos are literally so good. Where they teach you how to make squishies, and that's what I'm mostly about. Squishy fidgets, about around the house, and everything. Squishy fidgets around the house. So I would like to be saying, why are these squishy? Next up, I would like to be saying, but also usage, of course. Can you guess what's my favorite one? Guess the cheese to mock around my mom. You're correct. But I would also like to say, let's get artsy and craftsy. Hello everyone, today we're going to be making squishies. Butter squishy, Neato, and a cheese to prank your mom with. But make sure to put it in the fridge to make it more gullible. But today we'll be making the Neato. I'll be showing you how to make it and why you should make it. First up is for trade-in hubs. If you don't know what a trade-in hub is, basically you can just search it up and they'll show you where you trade hubs, fidgets, squishies, and other cool things. And if you're doing a trade-in hub, make sure not to get scammed. Anyways, let's get our materials. Paper,
boring, don't use any markers. We'll also need scissors, but if you're 5 and under, please let an adult help you with this part, because it's going to be very dangerous unless you're a professional like me. A pen, a mechanical pencil, any pencil works fine. It's like any variety, from the paper quality to the super tip markers, from the pen and the pencils to the scissors. And my favorite thing, tape. Obviously, you will need tape. Please don't use duct tape. Please don't use duct tape or any type of tape that isn't clear. Now let's get right into it. You'll need to get your drawing skills ready, because we're going to get art and supplies. First of all, we're going to trace out the design of this little guy. And guys, can I tell you a story while we wait? First off, I just want to say the reason why I'm making a squishy for my first episode is because if you have a sibling, you'll understand. It's because when I was at the mall, after I got this amazing squishy, we were going to throw it up high. And my brother said, I'm going to stick it in the roof so it can be stuck forever. So I told him, don't do it. But he still wouldn't give me it back. And it ended up in the ceiling. So I was so mad. The only reason why I would speak to him is because I wanted breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So I would like to say, honestly, are you okay? Hating me, it's like all you do, breakfast to dinner. Bulletproof break in your finger. Thank you for the comments because of other pay. I am iconic by mistake. I am iconic by mistake. But really, I am iconic by mistake. Now let's get to making the cube. Now you're going to get to drawing your design. First, you're going to draw an N. And an E. And another E. Then you're going to draw D, O, and another O. And make sure you can't forget that equal sign. I mean minus sign. Now, you can draw the Nietzsche ice cube if you're boring, but you can make fun designs on yours if you would like. Now you're going to outline everything you've done. You might need a ruler, but if you don't have a ruler, I understand. It's okay, but you should have a ruler because it's back to school soon. Now that we did that, we're going to need to erase the extra spots on the line. Now you're going to do the colors that you like. I'm picking purple and dark purple. First, I'll use the dark purple. By the way, guys, make sure to pronounce the name right on Anido, because my parents don't understand what I mean by needle, and they thought I mean a needle. Let's get back to coloring. Now it should look like this. And you'll need your next color. It is okay to color outside the lines because we're going to cut it later anyways. Now the blueprint should look like this. Well, something like this because you made your own patterns. I just made the classic. Now, you're gonna need your scissors. Little kids, remember, if you're not a professional like me, you shouldn't be handling scissors by yourself. And printouts work fine. The printout should look like this when it's cut out. You're gonna fold it, make sure it looks right. You're It should look like this. And this part is cut out separately because it's made for the back. Now you're going to get your trusty tape. Tape each side individually. Now don't stick on this part just yet. Instead, we're going to get Patricia. We're going to use her because we need her. There's no Patricia here. It's just stuffing anyways. Tape all of the sides together once you're done with the stuffing. It should look like this when it's done. Now squish it. You deserve a squish right after you're done. Hold on, but I have something special for the person who subscribes to my channel. They can be a guest on this show too. Anyways, let me start looking for it. Oh, I can't find it. Where is it? No, Grace. I found golden box. You really thought I was gonna pull out the thing, didn't you? Well, I just pulled it out. Oh well. And this box contains the special order for the guests who subscribe. And you could be that person. So, what's inside this box, you ask? Not telling you. You have to subscribe first. If you like my show. Not forcing you. You can even follow me. And this box contains something special. I hope you're inspired. See you later, guys. And spoiler alert. I'm going to be doing the next Wish You Luck video soon. Just the hint is it's going to be like this or this. Bye.
next one is Sierra. Now, y'all, everything in me needs prayers right now. Please. I just informed Shemaya and she's handling it very well because she knows all love. Her videos, her podcast is not playing. That is only the intro. The actual thing is showing blank script for her podcast, which means I'm going to have to do a live just with her podcast if I don't get that going in the next 5 minutes. So I'm praying, I'm asking for prayers. But in the meantime, we have Sierra, who is going to now have her podcast presented. But in the meantime, I would like for Samara to show us what her results of following the expert artists to be world-renowned Symphony Hannah. Let's see what we got going on here. Just hold it up. And so I believe that is a testament that the dream that Symphony has is an absolutely feasible dream and a gift from God. Let's give it up for Symphony. Thank you so much. Oh God, when Shemaya clapped this now, my heart just, thank you, Shemaya. Girl, I thought, Jesus. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's rough, because I was a kid once. All right, so we now present Sierra.
Hello everyone, my name is Sierra Foxy. I'm 14 years old and you're watching Oops, I K-Pop Girl, which means in Korean, handsome, and that's the queen of K-Pop. I would like to say that they're very 최애교, which means the best. Now, here's the twist. I have an assignment for you all. You all have to listen to 3 Stray Kids songs. I Like It, Run It, and Maniac. And you all have to dance to it. If you love K-pop, make sure to follow this channel for more K-pop episodes because I, the queen of K-pop, will be talking about how to turn haterade into lemonade. And I'm Sierra Moxie, and this is Oops, I K-pop Too Much.
All right. So, wow. From humble beginnings of Arms Behind the Back, of voice volumes that were so low that we had to lean in, and of course, from feeling afraid, we have these young ladies who have stepped up to the plate. Now, my greatest disappointment tonight is that Shemaya's video is not playing, which means we're going to make some special accommodations for Shemaya. Not only will she have her personal live stream, and we'll find a way to build that up for her, but I've already spoken to her parents and we'll do a refund with the fund bus to Shemaya, which doesn't heal my heart, but it's a step towards just letting Shemaya know that, listen, darling, you know I love you, I have your back, and I'm so my humble apologies, and I humble apologies. Really appreciate the way that you're taking it so much. From here, you can feel my whole mic from my hug and my feel my love hug from my thank you so much hug and my much. Shemaya's message is don't stop believing. And throughout this camp, Shemaya has given us throughout a spirit that said, no matter what, don't stop believing. Dance move to go with it. And whenever don't stop believing. She gave us a dance move to go with it. And don't stop anyone else believing. Shemaya had a special moment when Shemaya decided what song she would sing in her video, all we discovered was, although an inspirational song, Sister Sierra and did some find out is the author and singers of this group, someone that you want to share with the world. When they did, they came back to me and said, Ms. Williams, this is not a group, although the song is nice, that we want to share to the world. And they decided the day before recording to change it to something that they felt would please God, please their parents, and be a blessing to others. And in one day, Shemaya came back having learned steps taught to her by Sierra and performing her new song for recording the very next day. Please help me to congratulate her on her resilience, on the power and the courage that she had. So my promise is that once we would have live streamed or even otherwise just the video itself, I will be sure to pass it on to our group and share, but we'll also do, like I said, an event, and we'll do something else special for Shemaya. Now, speaking about something special, Pastor Bobby, there's a thank you video that we want to run, please. And in the meantime, we have some envelopes for these very, very talented, amazing, and gifted young ladies here. Yeah. We also, oh, it's a is it thank you? Do I need to come? One moment. All right. I want to say thank you to some very special people. Let's roll.
So thankful that you have joined us here at Future Ready Podcast Summer Camp Premier Podcast Launch. As we celebrate our young podcasters, we'd also like to recognize the generous sponsors who purchased a congratulatory message to encourage and celebrate these amazing children. Thank you for helping make this a memorable moment for Shemaya, for Symphony, and for Sierra. We thank you on behalf of parents and family. Please enjoy our sponsor recognitions. I want to say thank you to the Hannah family from Abaco. We want to say thank you to Crystal Bryce. We say thank you to Renee McWilliam. Thank you to Leslie Norville. We say thank you to Tamika Sayers. A huge thank you to Hope Academy. Thank you to Scott and Charmaine Davis from Tennessee. Thank you, Bishop Sanford Road. Thank you, Crystal Swan. Further, we want to say thank you to Tanya Benjamin. And we say thank you to Deborah Pinder. A huge thank you to Bobby Brown Production Services and live streaming services. Thank you. Thank you to Ham's Parlor for providing venue. Thank you to all of you who shared in this premier podcast launch event. Thank you.
Thank you. From the bottom of our hearts, and that I'm talking about parents and for all of us, I want to say thank you. Now, my young ladies, if you all will step forward. Not only did we want to encourage them that communication is the skill of life. Beginning, God said, there are some doors that will not open unless you are able to open your mouth in the right space, in the right time, and say. And so these young ladies are well on their way to saying. But there's another facet that we wanted to encourage them with, and that is that their gift will make room for them. In other words, it will prosper them, right? And a part of that sometimes is the ability to be an entrepreneur, an ability to put the gift to work so that not only does it first honor God, it blesses others, but then you also get the fruit of that labor. And there were people who sponsored whom we just give recognition to. And so we want you to know that your gifts and your skills they're a pathway to rewards, even from God. And so starting with, we got a photo here. Let's start with Sierra Moxie. Let's get a little photo here. The queen. Thank you. Y'all, let's give it up as we present to Symphony Hannah. Now, this young lady, I hope when we give back that little thing, she'll get some of that in addition. But anyway, thank you so much for helping me to not stop believing, for being a bright and beautiful every day when you came here. And the sky is no limit for you, Shemaya. You are brilliant, you are unique, you are different, you are a light. Please keep shining. Thank you for light. Please keep shining. We love you, and I am so thankful to you. Thank you for being here, Shemaya. I definitely have to do this.
Listen, if someone tells you to stop doing what's something you're good at, you keep going. Someone pushes you down and you're good at it, you stitch it up and you keep going.
Thank you so much. That message is down deep in her heart. Thank you so much for sharing with our audience tonight, Shemaya. God bless you. All right, y'all. So this is now the end of Podcast Summer Camp. We hope that we'll have these. I hope that I'll have them under my wing some more, because there's more for us to learn. We started to learn editing today, and of course some were like, I don't want to do the editing, right? But this is a part. We want them to be empowered from the thought in their head until it goes to the world and it's published. And so we want to fully equip them. Again, my honor. I ain't gonna tell me how to say that in Korean. She was teaching me Korean. You know how to say, I honor you? Well, there's something else we learned about communication. Sometimes it's not the word. Sometimes it's in the body language, right? And so I say, I honor you, Sierra. I honor you, Symphony. And I honor you, Shemaya. And I honor each of you who took your time to sit through podcasts that you may have never watched the topic to celebrate the gifts. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here. And we're out. Now, you guys can take a look at the sets. You can take a look at it. If you want to say anything to any of these young ladies, you're free to.
That's something that.
I have a question.
Yes,
In
ma'am.
the absence of Shemaya's video,
Yes.
I heard you mention that she had a dance that she learned.
Well, so trust me, when I called her in the back, I said, "You still want to sing?" She was like, but she did deliver the message. So, but when I send the video, I'm sure you will get to enjoy it, because everything in that video was just enjoyable. But so thank you very much. Okay, guys, y'all show your parents your set, the creative sets that you see in the back. They were their designs. They put together the items and how it should be displayed. They went and bought their little props and accessories, and they did it. So please take a look at their sets, and I hope to see you guys again shortly. Thank you, Pastor Bobby. Lots of technical difficulties, but we did it.
Dvorak, save the trees.
Thank you.
We can save exam papers.
Thank you. So that was a private joke. That they don't understand that symphony. So every day symphony came, she had a different thing to help us to laugh. Right? She taught us how to laugh, right? She taught us how to roll. And next thing was Erica's up was I. So they were teaching me how to talk with an English Indian accent. And then her thing today was save the trees. So that's what that was. Just random fun. So what about you, Sierra? I'll speak on your behalf. I'll speak on your behalf. You may not understand this whole cakewalk thing. Okay, come. Too shy, you didn't see my point.
I want to say I'm something that for everyone who's here. Thank you, mommy. Thank you, daddy. Thank you, sister.
I am so proud of Sierra. Sierra came in speaking like this. And she sat there and she spoke about the Queen of Pop. And I will tell you, when she first came with Cakewalk, I was like, no sir, right? And I heard her out. And when she gave me her message about when you get to that brink of being 11 and 12, when the world seems to be crashing on you, and it seems like you're not getting what you want, or friends acting all crazy, and so like she said, I felt a little discouraged. I felt like, man, I'm trying, I'm in school, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and what's going on? And she got a message in her heart, and she believed in herself, and she believed that what God made her to be. And once she said that to me, I was like, we doing people, right? And so that's the heart behind it. So congratulations. I talk enough. All right. Yes, Miss Shawn.
I just want to tell you a couple things.
Yes.
Check your downloads.
Not yet.
Because how did you videotape conception? How did you do it?
Which one?
The one that's just saying. How did you do it? On your phone?
No, DSLR camera.
So and it's not on that camera.
Pieces. Pieces.
So is it possible that you said it's in your download, but you just don't have it labeled?
Now, what I did just now, as a follow-up, I went back into my actual editing software and I was ready to download it again, not understanding why the first one didn't work, and everything in it showed red, which means the actual files in the system of the software also was not there. And I don't know if that impacted the download. But definitely, it's not, it's like,
I'm sure it is.
yeah, it's just a matter of plugging in again, letting everything link again, and then exporting it again. Yeah. It's not lost. It's not lost.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah. So, again, listen, everything in me was hurting. But yeah, I'm not going to stop bewailing. All right, y'all. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for your patience, your love, and your kindness. Bye.
Yes, thank you.
And Mr. Moss, you came and helped us put up the projector. Thank you. Thank you all so much. All right. Any questions? I'm here. If you have questions about the set, you can come on down and check it out. Yes, baby. If you don't want to, let me do some song this. I cannot sing. I cannot sing. Come on, sing that song with Shemaya. Yes, I can. Okay,